Damn, dude, this is a nice sight to walk into in the morning. I mean, it didn't go very far, but like the fact that it isn't on the hoist and it actually moved gets me excited. All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say that the Committed Crew's new 3D crew necks are gonna be available February 24th. Dude, these are so fire. This is like one of my favorite designs that we've done yet. It like hurts your eyes just enough. These are the exact same as our sweaters. For all of you guys that have bought stuff before, you guys can confirm this is quality clothing. This isn't just merch to make money. So these are the exact same as the hoodies, just without a hood. We got our little Committed Crew 2021 pinch tag on the bottom. I think these are fire. So February 24th, these are gonna be going for sale. We got the red and blue jet tags to go with this also. And I think we're having a new like signature t-shirt available. Follow the Committed Crew on Instagram or go to thecommittedcrew.com and sign up for the newsletter. You guys will be reminded before the drop. Make sure you don't miss it. We won't spam you or anything crazy. I haven't been answering you guys' comments as much, but I still read them. And then I've been talking about comments in the videos. I feel like that's still good enough. I feel like that still counts. First of all, you guys are saying you don't like my hair. Suck it. This is my COVID, everything's closed, can't get a real haircut, all right? I actually kind of like it. Second thing, in here, this is actually just a really good idea from some of you guys. You're like, yo, why don't you just put a 90 right off the throttle body? Yeah, why don't we? I don't know. I'm gonna buy that reducer in a 90. We'll just 90 straight down and then 90 right there and delete this whole little section. A lot of you guys have really good ideas a lot of the times in the comments, and I genuinely listen to them, and that's why I bring them up in the video so you guys know that like I pay attention to you guys and you guys do contribute to what the heck goes on here. So I was gonna roll Katie outside and try to get some other stuff done today, but I figured, why are we ignoring this car when we have parts and we can make progress? One of the last things that we gotta do inside this engine bay is we gotta make this car cool, we gotta install a rad, and we gotta install fueling because we have no fueling. And once those things are done and like the couple couplers that we're missing, dude, like we're ready. Like we're ready to go. Let's open a couple packages that showed up today. Nice. So right here we have the Beachworks 300 fuel pump. This is a 340 liters per hour pump. This is an intake pump. This is an in-tank pump that drops right into my Honda Civic. So I've always seen people use Beachworks. I've never actually used them before. If you guys have been viewers of the channel for a while, this is the first time you've ever seen me use Beachworks. I'm very excited to give them a try. So we got fuel pump, we got the little bag, filter system, all the goodies to go with this. And then boom, we got our injectors, boys. So these are the Beachworks 1000cc injectors. So these, compared to the fuel pump, should be giving us plenty of fuel to get this K20 just absolutely destroying it. It is sick that they came with full new O-rings though, and like a little instructions to tell you what the O-rings actually do. And I'm sure you, oh no, got it. I'm sure you guys have already seen this if you guys watched the big K20 unboxing, but if you didn't, check this bad boy out. Today is an awesome day, dude. These are gonna go so nice together. We have our fuel pressure gauge, super nice, liquid filled Allen keys. We got another fitting. We have a fuel filter, and then of course this fuel pressure regulator. This is where the gauge goes onto. We got some lines, and the key ingredient, baby. Bro, we were talking about doing a sleeper in the last video, like, quality of all this shit just makes me like, it'd be so hard to keep this thing a sleeper and not just completely build the shit of this car so that it's as beautiful as everything inside that engine bay. We got a couple more things, but I think this is actually like a lot for us to start with, so I'm saying we start here. Oh yeah, we're gonna need the big boys. Oh yeah, that's gonna be them. Those feel just snug as a bug. And I have the stock fuel rail over here just as like a reference. These injectors are hooped. They're all peeling and gross, and the fuel rail's gross. It sits backwards like this. So all these injector plugs are facing straight up. That means this one's gonna sit like this. I also wonder if these plug directly into my harness here, because this is the K20 tuck harness. So these are meant to hide pretty well. Got it. These little extendo clips that came on the injectors are what we're gonna be using. This, I guess, is for depending on your wiring harness or application, because I know there's a bunch of different K-series engines. Dude, what? Why is this what this engine has been missing the whole time? All the shit we've done to this car so far, we put a fuel rail on and the whole engine pops like it hasn't popped yet. Damn, that looks so clean. And of course, K20 sends out new hardware because they send out new hardware with everything. So we didn't have to reuse the studs. We have some nice little countersunk bolts here. And if you look, you can even see the little DW's logo in 1000cc right there. Now, we just gotta find out what we're working with for line sizing. So this little diagram says the line with the 245s on it. And then the other ones are probably just go to whatever, that's why they're open-ended. And of course, by the way, I'm gonna leave a link below to the DW stuff and the K20 stuff. As always, you guys know, whenever I use quality parts that I would recommend, I will leave a link. But if I don't recommend the stuff, you're not gonna find a link to it. That is on. Dude, that's actually freaking sweet. How that just disappears. No ugly fuel lines to look at. So if we ran it like this, we could actually get it right over here, somewhere on this, maybe on the strut tower. It literally says for EK and EG, fuel pressure regulator mounted to shock tower trans side. Check this out, I cranked this down, all the injectors are in nicely, just blocked off the ends. And then I ran this down through the manifold. It just kind of comes around over here. I'm probably gonna put some sort of little bracket right here just to hold it. And then it goes boom, right into this guy, which again is black. When I told you guys the engine bay theme was black and red, I was not messing around. The engine bay theme is strictly black and red. And I guess aluminum colors too. But we got this guy here, so I got the gauge on there. It's a little sideways, but that's where it stopped spinning, so I don't want to break anything, so I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Now I just gotta I got the filter on right there, and then I'm actually gonna redo all the fuel lines up to this point when I redo all the brake lines up to this point. So I'm not attaching the other two hoses, basically this bottom hose, and then there'd be a hose off of the filter also that come down and literally just clamp onto the OE hard lines and run back. Super simple, but like I said, I'm gonna run brand new lines just because the lines under there aren't that nice. Go ahead and see what this looks like all wired up. So 2 and 3 and 1 and 4 are the same length, which would lead me to believe it also runs through the center. Hopefully this fits with that AN fitting there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Kind of cool. I just pulled the wiring harness and it like pulled these all in, kind of leaning together. I kind of like it. It kind of looks cool. Alright, I'm gonna change pace just a little bit here. I actually decided, I remember reading one of your guys' comments, I was like, yo, why is the valve cover got holes? At first I never did it because I didn't know if we're gonna pull the engine back out or not, but the engine's like, it's not coming back out now, it's there. So I ran out to the front garage and I collected this collection of stuff. I got tons of killer stuff in these boxes, I'm super fired up. So, you guys know DW, they make catch cans, they make tons of other stuff, specialize in catch cans. I have one of these in every single one of my cars. Everything has DW catch can. And I've been working with them for a long, long time, and over that time I've collected just a couple random boxes of stuff. Basically, there's no reason for this to be all open. I gotta put the gasket underneath. We never did that. It started out being like for show, and at this point it needs to be secured. So throw the gasket on, but this valve cover came with all these baffle openings, so that you could run either plugs or little fittings for catch cans or whatever you decided to do, wherever you decided. There's one there, one here, 2 in the back. And so I know you guys have seen this if you've been a viewer of the channel for a while. We have ADD's carbon fiber V3 catch can. These are nuts. I'm probably gonna step on my own feet, but I think this is a V3.3 and this is a V3. This one is actually real carbon fiber, and the ring is a little bit slimmer. You can get different colored rings. It just so happens that I have a load of stuff with the red, so it goes perfectly with what we're doing. Real carbon fiber, you can tell. And then it's got like a real baffling system going on here. It's a real catch can. These things are not the $20 eBay ones. They actually work, and they work really well. So this is just another thing that needs to get mounted up in that engine bay. We may as well do it, connect it to the valve cover, get everything going. This is the most tedious shit I've ever had to do. I don't even have to do it. I chose to do it, and I don't know why. Look at the space I'm working with. I'm trying to get this. Can they even see?
No, that's like...
I'm trying to get this bracket. There was a random hole there that I could put my clip in because I didn't want to drill new holes. I had to drill over there for the fuel pressure regulator, but like I don't want to drill too many holes because we did a nice bay shape here. Look at that. I got like the tiniest little Allen key and it fits and it does like an 1/8 turn. This is terrifying. Look at this. I'm just like 1/8 turning my life away right here. Before you came out, I put it here. I mounted like a bracket here to hold it, but it was too busy. There was like 3 lines coming in, the catch can right beside the engine, and this was all open. So I'm trying to like, so as long as I'm able to do this, oh, then we're good. Obviously I can't drain it through the drain hole, which you're meant to do, but I can just, so I got all this stuff folded back up. So this catch can I ran in a way that I think makes sense. A lot of people don't actually know how to run catch cans, and a lot of people just do what they think they see photos of and stuff. Catch cans are one of those things that actually serve a very good purpose, but you need to run it properly. And usually what I do is my boys at DW just tell me what I should do. Like I take a photo of my engine bay exactly, and they're just like, okay, this is exactly how you should run it. If I'm doing something like this, where I'm like making it up, if they send me a kit that's for a car or whatever, it tells you how to do it. But I didn't talk to them at all about this one, I just sent it. So this is the only thing that's questionable. Basically, I'm gonna leave these 2 ports on the front clean because I think that looks way better than having, you know, big lines and AN fittings coming out of the front. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this one across the back and up into here. I just don't have the right AN fitting to go to this line. So I'm probably gonna need to upsize this line, which is fine because I have bigger fittings for this. And then I just need to order up this AN fitting because the AN fitting that the valve cover came with only fits this end piece right here. And I definitely don't wanna run anything off of that. So that's what's going on here. Then the second one's coming down here off the PCV valve, comes up. I put this little guy that holds both of these, just so that it'll keep them from touching the belt. They both run into here, and then you guys can see this is like nicely kind of hidden, mounted down there. And then it just runs into the actual intake manifold. So I got a little check valve on here to make sure that all the pressure's right. Now the only thing is technically to do this right, this line should go on the intake pre-turbo. I don't know if this is gonna be sufficient. I'm gonna message them and see what they say. I really don't think it's gonna be that much of a difference to go from the intake pre-turbo to here, but we don't have one right now anyways, so I just sent it with this because this still seems like pretty accurate. It looks sick actually. I'm really pleased with where I put it. Now for the valve cover, I got all like the fresh little feet on here, the plugs in all the way around, put everything back under here, put this plate back on. So it's looking way better already because you can actually see hardware in there. So I got a couple things that my boys over at K20 sent that are mainly just like dress up, but I'm gonna put them on today so that we can look at a completed valve cover and make everybody happy. So we got the black billet K-tuned oil cap. This thing's actually sick because it comes with options. You can either put the simple K-tuned logo on there, or you can put the one that actually says K-tuned. Let's put this on first. Okay, and that's when I crank it down right there is where it's gonna sit straight every time. Now I'm gonna send it with this simple one. Boom. Dude, that's so clean. The red and black, boys, this is really starting to come together. We also got a billet dipstick. This boy is like super weird, like a cable. I've never seen anything like this. This is literally just like a big dingly cable. Hopefully, this big dingly cable finds his way to where he belongs. Ooh. Oh, it's too easy. Yo, whoever made the K20, you made your dipstick super stupid. So this guy has a really nice snug fit because apparently, the K-series engines are very prone to having these pop under high boost. There's like a lot of issues with them. And to combat that, not only does this fit super snug, we got this dipstick retention kit, which I'm not gonna lie, until 35 seconds ago when I actually put the dipstick in, I really didn't understand how it was gonna work. But now I think I think this little thing goes like this. Pop that guy through. I'm gonna go ahead and say I was wrong before. It's got these little alligator teeth on it. And then I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to take it off. So I assume if you just bolt it like that, you can kind of clip it to the alligator teeth like this, and then it should have a really hard time popping, and then when you want to do your oil, you can just kind of pull it down and pop it. That would make sense. So that is just another quality mod right there. pop this guy back on. We are currently building the nicest engine we've ever built. Like I'm gonna go ahead and say the BRZ is the nicest car I've ever built. This engine bay is the most time, money, effort spent on an engine bay setup, and it shows, dude. I've never had eye candy like this to look at in my engine bay before. So there you have it. This is the completed valve cover look. And while we're in here, we may as well go ahead, pop this whole son of a goose right out of here. And we just saved our car from a total of that much piping. We have a 90 here still. The only thing is I'm gonna need to buy that reducer 90 for this. But that's essentially what we're gonna be looking at now. And there we have it. I knew there was a reason why we wouldn't have done this in the first place, because it was a good idea. We hit our clutch line, which just doesn't fly. So we'd have to come out another couple inches, which means we'd have to add an extension down there, which means we may as well have just stuck with what we did in the first place. Because what we did in the first place is gonna be maybe 2 inches longer of piping than this would be if we even extended that one. So it's a little unfortunate, yes, but it's the way it is. Look at that nice clearance on the fuel pressure regulator. We got like, I don't know, I can fit my hands in there, no problem. And then like I said, I'm gonna make a little bracket that goes between these so that'll actually hold this away to make sure nothing hits there. So I guess it's a good thing I never ordered the 90 yet either, because we're gonna need the original straight piece for this. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is another good day's worth of progress. I think we'll save the fuel pump for the day where I do all the lines, because the fuel pump plugs directly into lines. I'm probably gonna replace everything from the pump back. So I would just be opening something up that I can't finish today, which is fine. We'll just save it for the day we do all the lines. But dude, this is looking so good. We're so close to being able to get this done. But I think that's all I'm gonna be able to do today. I'm not excited for the day I have to figure out where all these vacuum lines go. It's gonna be a terrible, terrible time. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys liked today's video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and stay committed.